So right here we have the beautiful DJI Ronin S, and for some of you, this might be your very first single-handed gimbal, so congratulations. I'm gonna show you exactly how to balance it so you get the most out of shooting and having fun with your new toy. What up, A-Fam? Kitty here with the Tola Visuals. Welcome back. The reason why we have to balance the gimbal is for one, to get it to work. Some gimbals will just shut off if they're not balanced correctly. And two, you're gonna overwork the motors, which means that your batteries will run out faster. Other times the motors will give a jittery effect if they're not balanced correctly, and that's no good for your smooth footage, which is why you bought this thing to begin with. The first time takes a while, but eventually if you start using the same camera setup and lens, it's gonna be really quick. I'm gonna be balancing the Sony a7R III with the G Master 24-70 lens. I like using this lens with bigger, heavier gimbal setups, so that's what we're gonna do. So first things first, when you take the quick plate and mount it to your camera, I would slide it up as far as you can because this allows you to move it back when you actually put it on the gimbal for easier balancing, because this is such a front heavy setup. If you're gonna be using a zoom lens like I am and it extends, be sure to put it in the middle of the range that you're gonna plan to shoot on when you mount the gimbal. So right now I'm gonna set it around 40 millimeters. Make sure the gimbal is off before you do any balancing or change lenses. So for the DJI Ronin S, you're gonna take your camera and slide it in backwards. The first thing you're gonna lock is the quick plate. So try to balance it as close as you can and lock it down. The next thing is, I would really suggest having your camera as close to the right motor as you can. So that's what we'll do. Bigger cameras will obviously need to be moved over. Most DSLRs and mirrorless, you just push them all the way. So when you're mounting the gimbal, be sure to take off all the lens caps, put in the batteries, SD cards. If you're gonna be using a monitor or any gimbal cables, be sure to attach those first because those are gonna affect how you balance your camera. The first up is this motor right here. So take your camera and point it towards the sky and make minor adjustments until this is completely balancing without you having to hold it. I really suggest cradling the camera so it doesn't slam down. Safety first. There you go. Make sure your hand is still here because we haven't balanced that side yet. But that's what it should look like. So sometimes when I'm done with this side, I check the quick plate again because sometimes it'll lose its balance, which is pretty normal, don't worry. Just make a little touch back there, lock it down again, easy. Then double check that, and you'll know it's good to go, and you can place it in any angle, and it'll hold. All right, moving on, we have this back motor here. As you can see, it's not balanced at all. So for this one, unlock it. You might have to lift it up a little so the weight doesn't make it difficult for you to adjust. And there you go. Now you should be able to take your hands off of it. And make sure to lock it down. Every motor, lock it down. And this is how you could check. Tilt the gimbal this way or that way, and it's good. Looking beautiful. So a lot of people actually forget this very last step, but it's just as important. It's this motor here. So to adjust it, unlock, and what I do is I pick it up and tilt it down a little bit. And you can see that it's definitely not balanced. It keeps flinging up like that. So set it back up again and make your little minor adjustments. Tip it over again until it's perfectly balanced. And lock that one down. And that's pretty much it. It should be good to go, ready to turn on. You could also do like a little double check if you want, but it should be fine. If you did a really good job, you could balance it completely level like this, and it should look like it's turned on even though it's not. So now that you did all that work, the best part is you get to turn it on now. You hear that beautiful ding, and boom. It recenters itself. Lock the legs up and you're ready, good to go. Perfectly balanced. Shouldn't make any weird motor noise or anything like that. So these are pretty strong motors, so as you can see, if you go to 24 millimeters, it's not gonna make that much of a difference. It won't fall straight down. If you're on 70 millimeters, the motors will hold just fine. If you want to get really customizable with the weight load, you could use the DJI Ronin app, which auto-tunes it. I'll show you that really quick. It's really easy to use. I'm on Android and most gimbal apps don't really work that well. So we blessed. First, connect to your Ronin, that helps. The default password is 12345678. So once you turn the setting on, the motors are each gonna make weird buzzing noises. Don't be alarmed, nothing's broken, just let it do its thing. We'll cut to this camera so you can see. And that's all there is to it, pretty simple. You could also take these bouncing tips and apply them to any gimbal that you have, even if you don't have the Ronin S. You best believe I'm gonna have a full Ronin S review video soon. If you're waiting on your pre-order to arrive and you wanna get bulky and ready because this thing's a bit heavy, check out my gimbal exercise video here. It's a funny one. Until next time, you do you, fam, and I'll see you when I see you. Done. About to have fun with this now. Later. Give me one more time. I can do it better. You need to balance your gimbal because for a lot of you, this might be your first single-handed gimbal. So I want to be able to I'm loony, I'm out of it. I have my good camera YouTube setup right here just for balancing. So all these little Sony batteries keep dying on me. Time to get some more A7R3s and those Z batteries. Quiet on set, turn off all phones, please.